Racism and bigotry and discrimination are not a blessing on any society. And people have become aware of it, that it is a curse that should not be there. Besides, if we look at the American society as a whole, we see incidents from time to time, individualistic, not collectively. And that is the good part about it. Even though it happened, but it happened by small individuals, small groups, not as a collective community or society fighting each other.
It's the few.
The few ruin the many. It's like the one
many.
apple ruins the dozen.
Yes, and that's what's happening.
We will not.
So we need to throw away that apple.
How do we do that?
Yeah, in the same way they need to throw away. George
apple.
is the most unsuccessful kid. Tehran has to go. Throw away the racists.
Get the rotten apple out of the box.
Out of the box. See, that's the thing. Mama,
Or
do you
get the rotten apple on your side, maybe.
do you have Instagram, Mama?
You know what?
Is she
I
on
have
Instagram?
Facebook.
She's not on
Facebook?
Instagram.
Did
I
she
have
look at your
Facebook
Facebook?
just to look at
Yeah.
George. I mean, I don't
keep
have
up.
time to keep up with his life.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, I don't want. I choose not to be on Facebook, and I know it's a wonderful way to get in touch and be in contact with
Communicate.
your friends.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, I really want to focus on what I'm doing, my work. So
Yeah.
I don't want it to take away, from
Well,
what I'm doing right now.
We do have to go, of course, but it's been amazing sitting here and listening to the experience and wisdom that you guys have had. One last question before we go, which has been on my mind since the last time I've seen you. Do you, because you come and you see George in spurts when he comes home and you see a difference. Do you feel that George is getting fat? Because I tell him he needs to. Is he getting fat? Like, I feel like, yo, George, he was so. Remember when he was skinny and built?
Yeah.
Remember back home when he was
back
like super
home.
muscle?
Well, he was eating the good food.
Let me tell you something about
He had the
this.
good food.
Now he's
home
eating
food.
junk. And
Let me tell you about Tehran, this guy. When I was working out, he comes up to me, dude, you're getting too muscular. Stop working out. So you're the problem,
No,
Tehran.
you were too
You
muscular.
advise me. Every time I'm doing something good, George,
Slender.
go into acting.
No.
Stop rapping.
I never said.
Don't work out. George, don't get good grades.
That's not what I said. I said get good grades.
Hater.
Never. He's too big. Now he's too big. I need just slender, good looking.
Well, the problem
George.
is every time I go to see my mom,
well, keep after.
I eat a lot.
Yeah,
they feed
he
me
makes-
well.
because she feeds you good food.
Good food.
It's different at home.
Good
You were
food.
eating well.
I was
You know,
eating
he
well.
eats the vegan stuff now.
I
Do you guys
know.
how do you feel about this?
Well,
You know about that?
I do.
Like, where did this come from?
That's
Who is
why
this
he's
guy?
eating more carbohydrates.
Yeah,
you know.
carbohydrates. She knows. You're a consumer.
One thing I want to go back to concerning what happened lately in Virginia,
We're back to
I would say
way to bring the show
to
down.
a
Bubba.
great extent it depends on the leadership of the country as well as the mass media.
Yes.
The mass media should be more responsible in providing a positive outlook on the whole situation, not to exaggerate it, but to try to deal with it in a very responsible and logical way to treat it.
Yeah.
Also, the leadership of this country should be up to the responsibility, up to the expectation of the nation. We are a great nation here in America, and we can treat our sicknesses, our problems.
Well, I mean, a lot of people had a problem with the president not tweeting or saying anything or speaking up against what was going on in Charlottesville. It's like, that's one heck of a day to forget how to tweet.
Yeah.
You know, you've been tweeting about everything else, and then all of a sudden, silence. So I hope Bubba's right. I hope Bubba's right, and we fix all of our sicknesses, because it seems we are a country that's sick. And I hope Mama's right and George fix his sickness of being fat. And that's our show
And I hope
for
you
today.
gain some muscle, Teron.
I need to gain.
Check out Wiz Khalifa. He just
How
gained
about
30 pounds of
sharing?
muscle.
How
Did he
about
really?
sharing?
Yeah.
No,
Give
are you
him
kidding?
some of
Yo,
your
I wish he
fat.
could. Listen,
So
George,
Teron,
I need to gain
I know Wiz
20
Khalifa. He's a
pounds.
good guy, and he's built like Teron. You know, they're both
just
like
skinny.
tall and skinny. But Wiz
He's
Khalifa,
even taller.
yeah, he's even taller than me. But Wiz Khalifa just did a diet. He turned 30, so he said 30 pounds for 30 years. And he's putting on 30 pounds of muscle. You could do it, Teron, because
We'll do it.
Teron and I were talking about
No.
going to the gym. I lose fat.
There's a
He gains
difference.
Yeah,
muscle.
that's a
Wiz
good
Khalifa's
idea.
rich. He can afford to eat and work out and have a trainer. Anyway, I'm impeccable, impenetrable. Teron Von Gossary alongside.
GK, mama and daddy's boy, GK.
And we would love to thank our guests.
Nina, Corey, and Fuad.
Fuad, yes.
Yes, that's him.
Thank you.
George's parents were on the show today. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank
I
you
feel
for
like
having
inside,
us.
I
Our
didn't
pleasure.
embarrass George as much as I
No,
could
you
have.
didn't.
I could have
No.
asked some embarrassing
You were
questions.
good. You were very
for
good.
this one. I wanted
Thank
to
you.
ease you in.
Thank you.
Don't thank him. I told him he had to behave or
Yeah,
I'd
he
leave
called
the
me
show.
from last night.
From
George
last
hasn't
night.
called me. I've been calling you, didn't, but I was like, hey, what's up? Yo, he started pushing it, but
Hey,
this
viewers,
was a
don't
good
you
show.
like Teron more when he behaves? Don't
No.
you like this version? Don't you like this version of Teron?
There
Doesn't
is
this
no
bring
version.
out the better
Tehran
person
is
in
always
him?
Tehran, and that's the point of this because we have this show each and every week. Martin, of course, thank you to you for being
Yes,
behind the
Martin.
scenes and doing what
Martin,
you do.
we love you, Martin.
want to thank
you,
the parents
Martin.
and of course, like how we do every single
And by the way,
Tuesday.
the parents watched Martin grow up.
Yes,
they watched
we did.
Martin grow up.
We know him since he was a little boy.
And they're good. You were just
In
with
elementary
his,
school.
You were just with his mom a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I was with
Hi,
her mom
Martin's
and
mom. I
sister.
love you. I love you too, Amelia.
They're a lovely family.
Tehran, thank you so much
No,
for
thank you
hosting
so
this.
much.
Thank you,
guys.
Tehran.
It, is,
Thank you, George.
it has been a
for
pleasure
inviting
meeting you,
us.
sir.
Thank you. It's a pleasure hanging out and having the show and having you on the show. Of course, every single Tuesday, find us.
Imperfect
Yeah, we will.
G Show. Go to iTunes Radio. Download the app. It's available on iPhone as well as Android devices. Email us topics imperfectgshow@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you because we are
Imperfect gentlemen.
Remember, nobody's perfect.
But us. But
That's how it is.
Thank you.
So what's the most embarrassing thing that George has ever done?
Okay, let's end the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.